How do you get shit done? Productivity hacks will be talked about today on the Boss to Boss podcast with my good friend. He needs no introduction. Welcome to Rants and Recaps, baby. It's going down. It's going down today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wow. I I swear I was practicing talking before I record this episode, but just the foreigner in me always comes out no matter what. But here I am, another week, another day, alive, and it's a beautiful time to be alive. Thanks so much, all of you, for tuning in, for constantly tuning in, for leaving us reviews on iTunes. It means so much. Just being a podcast, trying to compete with the bigger guys and growing. So anything out there that you can say just means a lot. So to all of you that have done it, appreciate it. Thank you so much. On iTunes, you can scroll to the bottom, click 4 stars, 5 stars. Whatever you feel is right. And yeah, really appreciate it. Any feedback on what we can do better. But here we are. We're in December. It's getting chilly. Well, if you're in Chicago. But yeah, the holidays are amongst us slowly. That means gift shopping is in the air. So don't go crazy. Don't lose it. But hopefully, maybe this can help you. I wanted to go over a few little productivity hacks, aka my list of the top 10 ways to get shit done. And this list is not all exclusive, all inclusive. There we go, all inclusive. There are numerous ways to get things done, to get shit done. There are other ways. There could be better ways. There could be worse ways. Everybody has their own ways. At the end of the day, you have to try out each and every method, and you won't ever know what's the best way until you try them out. So without further ado, because that is my favorite thing to say, we will get into it. Number one, write it down. Whether you're going to buy a present, whether you're just going to pay one of your workers a check, or you're going to fire someone, or you are going ring shopping, or you are simply replying to somebody's message via email or Facebook that's been sitting out there for weeks and months and whatever it is, or you want to send postcards for the holidays. Write it down. Damn it. Write it down. Seriously. Like, I don't know what it is, but there are studies out there. And they say, writing shit down, writing things down, it works. And it does. Let me tell you, it does. Because with this crazy world that we live in of now, everything needs to be done, we forget. The smartest of us, the greatest of us, the most capacity, brain-filled person that we know, that I know, will forget things here and there. I mean, we're not all perfect, but suit yourself. Number two, prioritize it on and calendar, email, notes. So after you write it down, obviously, if it's a small little task and it's like go buy a bag of candy and you're literally at the store, this is probably not going to help for that because you don't want to go through all this stuff, all these steps when you're at the store already. I mean, if you want to knock yourself out, but if it's something bigger, if you're managing stuff, you need to get things done, have a project, whatever. Next step after you write it down is prioritize it, put it on a calendar, email, notes, however you track your goods and your list of things to get done, and prioritize it. Maybe assign it a different color in a calendar. If you use Apple products, they got the different colors, and you could, all your orange stuff is work stuff. All your blue stuff is workout stuff or health. All your green is the stuff that makes you waste all your money. You name it. You can prioritize it by color. You can prioritize it by actual, like a list where the most important things are at the top. You can set reminders. But with that, kind of rolling into number 3 in my how to get shit done list, actually put a timeline, set an exact date and time. I mean, time is not necessarily necessary, if it doesn't have to meet an exact time that day, but give it an actual time, dates, and time is preferred too if you can, because until there is that sense of urgency and that it needs to be done, by that certain date, you probably will just keep putting it off and keep putting it off, because chances are, if you are, especially if you are a business owner or you're in a capacity where you're running something, a business, have multiple kids, I don't know, you name it, you probably will get bombarded with a million other things before you get to the task. So be sure to set something up, especially with reminders. So something comes in, you got a week left, you got 5 days left, you know what I mean, 24 hours, 1 hour, boom, boom. Number 4, make sure it's visible to you. If it's important enough, it should be visible every single day. That is, like, for me, for example, I will check my calendar every day. I'll check my main to-dos / reminders, and it's there. I keep seeing it. It keeps registering in my head. I know it's got to get done. It's automatically going to keep coming back to me. Every time I click on it, boom, it's there again. Or every time I'm doing something visually, just because you already saw it, you wrote it down, you give it a damn timeline, it's there, and then you see it again, it's going to keep haunting you. It's going to keep haunting you. Let me tell you, it's going to be hard to sleep. Not necessarily hard to sleep. I mean, that's not the goal here, but it will be on your mind to get it done. Especially if it's important enough, then you should increase the visibility of it, because at that point, you know it's there for a reason. Like, you put it there for a reason. Go back. Sometimes we forget. We do have to reassess our list, and whatever it is, our goals, our projects, things to get done. We do have to reassess it and see, whatever this item is it worth it anymore? Does this even align with my goals, our mission, our vision? If you're over here and you're looking to buy or rent out a new office in a new city, but your mission and vision has since changed to only serve one demographic area and only one part of the world, yet you're still actively looking over there, or that's on your to-do list, like, you gotta get your shit straight. Like, you're probably wasting time and money, and you shouldn't even be looking at it, because it's just getting in the way. And too much information, too many different reminders and things on our to-do lists can stress us out, overwhelm us, and cause us to be the exact opposite and be unproductive and not get shit done. So be sure to update your list with time as well. And then most importantly, now going to number 5, this one's really important. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. There's going to be people and things that are going to want to get in the way. They will. But learn to say no, because you have certain things that need to get done. You have priorities in life. Sometimes if you keep saying yes to everything, naturally certain things will not get done. They will not. So you have to learn to prioritize. You have to learn, some people actually, it's good for them to hear no as well, because that will trigger, them, maybe a different reaction in them, and maybe having them do something and doing it on their own. You have to prioritize at the end of the day, and you only have so much time, and sometimes you can only give so much, because what if you're constantly giving and you don't ever actually get to anything you ever wanted to do? I mean, that's a topic that's up for debate, but usually if you're constantly just putting everything else ahead, how are you ever going to get to that thing or things that you want to get done? Kind of think about it. And then next, number 6, moving on, you can batch work and use templates. If it's a shopping list, maybe you don't have to go this extreme, but if it's a project, if it's something for the team, for the company, health, fitness goals, you name it, you can batch it. You can do, find other things in your list that make sense to do together. It's going to make more sense in my next steps. I'm going to come back to the batching work, but there might be other things that align with whatever this task is. For example, say you are looking for an office in a different city, and at the same time, you're also going to be looking for another truck for your business, or you're going to be looking for a new supplier for your business, or new customers in that city. You could start batching that work together because it's going to be all in the same city, same vicinity, same new area. So whoever's in charge of it doesn't have to just do one task. They can do all of them. They can, things could be moved around. And also you can use templates. Why recreate the wheel? You can Google pretty much anything nowadays. There's things out there, there's templates, don't steal things, give people let people know whose work it is. If you're taking it, if it's there for the taking, be sure to credit that person. If it's a photo, put who it was that did it if you can, unless you're kind of, if you're buying for it, you're buying the rights. But, don't just steal things because people put a lot of hard and time, work, and money, and unless it's there for free. But when it is, which a lot of it is, be sure to use it. A lot of these templates are just there. You could at least get an idea of what to do. And maybe you already did something in the past. You made some Google spreadsheets for some budget. And why not reuse that Google spreadsheet for, some other budget thing you're doing, or pricing, or shopping? I don't know. You name it. You can reuse things, tailor them. Why do it all over again? Think about how much time you could be using. Number 7, you can delegate it to your staff. I'm going to combine number 7 and 8 because you can delegate it to your staff and you can delegate it to virtual assistants. So first I'll go with staff. If you have a company, if you're working for a company, or maybe you just have some kind of team around you, or you have, maybe it's a family thing, maybe your family tree or whatever, or your friends, you're planning a bachelorette party. You can delegate some things. Just because you're in charge, you're the best man, the maid of honor, or you are the CEO, or you are the project manager, the lead, doesn't mean everything will get done by you, because that's impossible and it's crazy and it's nuts and you can lose your shit. So be sure to delegate. And learning to delegate is a very, very important and useful task. Once you get there, once you actually accomplish it and start to use it, you will reap the rewards and the benefits, and things will grow much quicker and faster. And you're going to be like, wow, that's all I had to do. I had to sit there and devote a bunch of time and train this person, these people, to do this. And now they can do it. They could even do it better than me. Wow. And I could finally move on to the other important tasks on my list that I actually have to get done now. Wow. Life-changing, game-changing. I'm telling you. It does require training people. It does require being, on top of people too, because you still have to guide and manage and lead. But it is very rewarding, and that's how growth happens. So, and then kind of at the same time, a VA, a virtual assistant, which is someone that might be working totally somewhere else, different state, different country, and maybe they're just strictly phone help, strictly through the internet, through Skype, Zoom, messaging, whatever. You communicate with them, but they're like almost like an employee, like a kind of more like a contractor. They're on the outside, but they could be still very much involved with your organization, with your life, you name it. And it's kind of the same thing. You still have to go through training, except that there might be a language barrier. I don't know. It depends where you're looking at. Some people like that idea. Some people don't. You could go within the country. There's numerous apps. You have Fivvr, you have Upwork, just to name a couple, that offer, virtual assistants or outsourced work, or consultants, contractors, you name it. There's a lot of people out there for very specialized things. Like, you'd be surprised what you can find on these apps. Like, there's literally jobs for anything and everything. So be sure to check out and look into that. And then moving on to number 9, when you do all this now, so you do have a team, whether internal, external, you name it, maybe just 3 of you, 2 of you, or there's hundreds of you. There's software to manage this stuff. Like, don't lose your shit. Like, Google Sheets and, Docs and all that is amazing. I love it. But, long-term, bigger scale, there's other things too as well to manage bigger projects. There's some cool apps. There's Microsoft Project. There's Evernote, but that's kind of more for like personal stuff. You have Slack, which is a great communication app software that, you could prioritize different tasks, build on different teams, do all types of attachments and stuff. That's pretty cool. There's Basecamp, Asana, Trello, which one of my personal favorites. Trello is really nice. You could like add in people, do different tasks, do different privacies, mix and match all types. I should definitely do like some trainings on a few of these, some videos maybe going forward. I'll be on the lookout on YouTube. We'll see what happens. But these are amazing apps and softwares that you can, find anywhere. Just Google them, check them out, check them on the app stores or Google Play stores, whichever kind of phone service you have. They will help make things more organized for you. They will help make life easier. There might be a learning curve. I mean, there definitely will be. There's so many tutorial videos, so many, people that use them already. So don't recreate the wheel. Like I was saying, be sure to look up and try to get some help, on how to use it, especially if you're struggling and wasting time, because after you put in the work, it will make sense. It will help, and it's going to help you not have to be there and maybe be away, maybe be somewhere else and still be managing and running the project, and everybody will know updates accordingly. It's just a great thing to look into, especially as your team gets bigger and bigger. And number 10, my favorite step, my favorite productivity hack on how to get shit done. Just do it yourself, damn it. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, sometimes you just got to do it yourself. Not everybody is going to want to feed you or wash you. I don't know. You name it. There's certain tasks you got to just do yourself. If you haven't taken a shower in a while, you sort of got to do it yourself. So just get it done, damn it. Enough with the excuses. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. Another episode of Boss to Boss. Here are the rants and recaps. A lot of awesome interviews coming up, everybody. So be sure to tune in. Check out our website, PodRiver.com. That's our PodRiver media company, where we have currently our 3 main podcasts: Boss to Boss, the Local Level Show, and Mac and Black Sports Show. And there should be a new show on the horizon soon, hopefully. So be on the lookout. I don't want to jinx it, but we're working, and we just want to keep bringing you more and more content. So if you're looking to possibly advertise, there's a link on our site. I keep forgetting the link. I suck, but it's on the top right. It's on other services, and you just go click down and advertise with us, create with us, whatever you're looking for. Hit us up. Steve and Miro, we'll reach out to you. We'll be in touch. We'll talk. And if you're maybe looking to start up a podcast, maybe you want to get more involved in the whole podcast game, learn more about starting up a business, I am also offering some lessons, some coaching on the side. First session is definitely always free. I'd love to talk more. It's something new I'm offering, but I have so much knowledge. I love sharing it. So anytime I could, and definitely would love to talk more. If you're interested, contact me. My direct email is miro@boss2boss.com. That's miro@boss. That's boss, BOSSED, the number 2, boss.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll keep crushing the rest of your week, and we'll be talking again soon. Dalai Lama is out. Peace.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit boss2boss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.